कृष्णपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं दैवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयम् उदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवती नैष्ठिकी। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। जय श्रीमद् भगवद गीता श्री की जय, ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत की जय, श्री गौर पूर्णिमा महोत्सव की जय, जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, श्रील गुरुदेव की जय। Hare Krishna. So I'm wishing all of you a very happy Gaur Purnima. Hope you all are doing well and yeah, wonderful. Hare Krishna. So that's all right. Avinash Prabhu, you are from India and you are not there part of the discussion, so that's fine. You are working there, I understand. But everybody else, they should switch it on, from New Zealand and Australia. Thank you very much. So today is very important day for all of us. It's the appearance day of Lord Chaitanya. And yesterday we had a very wonderful realizations program by the Leader Sangha. I want to thank all of you very much. It was very, very inspiring to me. And I learned a lot. And I'm very, very happy with your level of realization. Yes, we heard from Prabhupada's classes and all, that is fine. Ultimately, we spoke our points, that is important, which is very nice. Hare Krishna. And also, many of you spoke from your points as well, of what you studied from the Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. So today, let us start with our we'll cover a few points very quickly. Uh, so I'll be moving a bit fast. Let us know if you require any further clarification as we go. So let us pray now for pray the 8 verses which Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has left for all of us to follow. So, although Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's disciples, the 6 Goswamis, they have written so many books, volumes and volumes of books, uh, trucks of bullock carts full of books. Prabhupada would say, so many bullock carts will be full. So many books have been written. But Mahaprabhu himself has written only 8 verses. That's it, not more than that. So please, if you can sing the verses with us together, it'll be very wonderful. Cheto darpan marjanam bhava mahadavagni nirvaparam श्रेयः कैरव चंद्रिका वितरणम विद्यावधू जीवनम आनंदम बुद्धिवर्धनम प्रतिपदम पूर्णामृत स्वादनम सर्वात्म स्नपनम परम विजयते श्री कृष्ण संकीर्तनम नाम नामकारी बहुधा निज सर्वशक्ति तत्रार्पिता नियमितः स्मरणेन कालः एतादृशी तव कृपा भगवन् ममापि दुर्दैवम् ईदृशम् इहा जानि नानुरागः सुनादपि शुनीचेन तरोरपि सहिष्णुना अमानिना मानदेन कीर्तनीया सदा हरिः न धनं न जनं न सुन्दरीं कवितां वा जगदीश कामये मम जन्मनि जन्मनीश्वरे भवताद् भक्तिरहैतुकी त्वयि अयि नन्दतनुज किङ्करं पतितं मां विस्मे भवाम्बुधौ कृपया तव पादपङ्कज शिरधुली सदृशं विचिन्तय नयनं गलदश्रुधारया वदनं गद्गदहृदया गिरा पुलकैर्निचितं वपुः कदा तव नाम ग्रहणे भविष्यति युगायितं निमेषेण चक्षुषा प्रावृषायितं शून्यायितं जगत्सर्वं गोविन्द विरहेण मे आश्लिष्य वा पादरतां पिनष्टु मां ददृशनां मर्महतां करोतु वा यथा तथा वा विदुधातु लम्पटो मत्प्राणनाथस्तु स एव नापरः हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य महाप्रभु की जय। श्री संकीर्तन महायज्ञ की जय। परम विजयते श्री कृष्ण संकीर्तन महायज्ञ की जय। गुरु श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। श्री गुरुदेव की जय। हरे कृष्णा। Well, we should have sung a little slowly, and it would have been nice with the nice meter there. But we have to just cover a few points today. I would like to, yeah. So, welcome everyone once again to all of you. So now we'll talk about the description of Lord Chaitanya. These are the verses which describes Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu from the Chaitanya Charitamrita and Adi Leela. These are from chapter 3 and verse 52 onwards. So the first verse is what we had shared today with in our weekend programs. Um, and that is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Krishna Varnam Tvasha Krishnam Sangapangasta Parshadam Yagnaihi Sankirtana Prare Yajantihi Sumedhasaha Prayet Yajantihi Sumedhasaha. So this particular verse is from Bhagavatam 11:5-32. Um, so we have discussed this verse in the past. I would like to go a little bit deeper today. Now see, the first word is Krishna Varnam Tvisha Krishnam. So the Tvisha is made up of two words, Tvisha and Akrishnam. So Krishna means Krishna, Akrishna means not like Krishna. Okay? So Krishna Varnam Tvisha Akrishnam. So Krishna, if you can bring the verse up, it will be very nice. Either you can do Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela 3.52, or yeah, just try it at 352. So Krishna Varnam is one word. Krishna Varnam means the syllables. See what gives in there is a in Indian language Varnan Karna. So means description. So Krishna Varnam means repeating the syllable of Krishna. Okay? Krishna Varnam, repeating the syllables of Krishna. Tvisha Akrishnam. Tvisha Krishnam is Tvisha and Akrishnam. Tvisha meaning the luster, the bodily hue. Now, all of us has got some kind of bodily hue. Brown, white, black, all this kind of hues we have got in the body. So Krishna's hue is what? The luster is Akrishnam, means not black. Krishna means black also. Okay. So one who describes Krishna and whose body is not black, means his golden color, his body. His luster is golden color. The second line is Sango Pangastra Parshadam. Now, Pangastra Parshadam. So Sanga is Sa-anga and Upanga. Sango, Panga, Astra. Sango, Pangastra, Astra. Three words are there in this Sandhi, the three Sandhi words. So, first is Sa-anga. Anga means one's own friends or associates, family members. So he says Sa-anga, his associates. Then Sango Upanga, Sango Pangastra, the Upanga, Upanga. meaning servitors, those who serve him. Sanga Pang Astra, Astra meaning weapons. So now it's a description about he comes with what? First line spoke about he's repeating the word Krishna. He's not dark complexion like Krishna, it is golden complexion. Then he comes with Sa Anga. One second. So Sa Anga, not this one, huh? Hold on, please. Yeah. Okay, just so that Krishnadas can share the screen. So along with associates, and Upanga means servitors, and Astra meaning weapons. He comes with these three things. Parshadam, and he comes with the fourth one is confidential associates. Parshadam. Okay. So Krishna Varnam, Tvisha Krishnam, means Tvisha Akrishnam, Sango Pangas the Parshadam. Repeating the words Krishna, not being Krishna, just shows the words only, not the word synonym, please. Yeah, thank you. So repeating the words Krishna, so syllable Krishna, Krishna Varnam, Tvisha Akrishnam means with a luster, not like Krishna, black. Second one is Sango Pangastra Parshadam. The Sango is Sanga, Upanga, and Astra, and Parshadam. Four things he comes with. His own associates, his servitors, weapons, and confidential companions. Yagnehi Sankirtana Praye is the third line. Yagnehi means sacrifice. So he performs some sacrifice by a particular sacrifice. Which one? Sankirtana Praye. Sankirtana, consisting chiefly of the congregational chanting of the holy names. Sankirtana Prayer. Fourth one, Yajantihi Sumedasah. Yajantihi means they worship. He means certainly. Who worship them? Who worships him? Sumedasah. What is the meaning of Sumedasah? Means very intelligent people. Common mass of people will not worship him. This is very significant. Only intelligent class of people will worship him. Because common people, as we also, all of us who are from Indian background also, we don't know too much about Krishna, of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Although those Vaishnavas would knew, but general people doesn't know. Only when we are qualified enough, we'll know about him. Because he is hidden avatar. He has hidden himself. We'll come to that point too in our discussion today. So in the age of Kali, intelligent persons, can you show Krishna the translation? Thank you. In the age of Kali, intelligent persons perform congregational chanting to worship the incarnation of Godhead, who constantly sings the name of Krishna. Although his complexion is not blackish, he is Krishna himself. He is accompanied by his associates, servants, weapons, and confidential companions. You see? Associates, servants, weapons, and confidential companions. He comes with his four in this age of Kali. Okay, can you show my, can you stop the screen? Thank you, Krishna. So now, there are very vivid descriptions given by Srila Prabhupada and giving references of Srila Jiva Goswami. Um, the same thing are explained in further verses. Which is the next verse by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Maharaj. He says, my dear brothers, please hear very carefully. All these glories of Lord Chaitanya. This verse clearly summarizes his activities and characteristics. So he is coming for Sankirtan movement, establishes Sankirtan movement, and he comes with his associates to establish it. He comes with four kinds of people who are going to be his associates. Okay, which are his associates, close associates, his servants, his weapons, and confidential companions. Right. Now, the two syllables Krishna means crush and na are always in the mouth, in his mouth. He always says Krishna. Or another meaning is he constantly describes Krishna with great pleasure. What is in his mouth is a description. Constantly describing this. There are these two meanings of the word Krishna Varna, describing Krishna. Nothing else comes out from his mouth. That is him. And we are followers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So if we call ourselves followers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then imagine such a big responsibility we have. Such a big responsibility we have got. So remember, your wife has not joined us. She said she would join us. Have you called them?
I think she might have picked up the kids, Prabhuji. I'll message her now. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, you should have done it already, you know. You are the guru of the house. So these two meanings of the word Krishna Varna, nothing else comes from his mouth. He's talking about Krishna and describing Krishna. So if someone tries to describe him as being of blackish complexion, then the next adjective comes, Tvisha Akrishnam, means immediately restricts him. Sorry, he is not blackish in complexion. His complexion is not blackish. It indicates he's got a different complexion. And we understand his complexion is yellow. See? Now, to understand this complexion is yellow, there are further descriptions given by Srila Rupa Goswami in his Stav Mala. There are two verses. I will just come to the translation of these verses. Okay. So the Srila Jiva Goswami says this. Sorry, Srila Rupa Goswami says is that by performing the sacrifice of congregational chanting of the holy name, learned scholars of the in the age of Kali worship Lord Krishna, who is now not blackish because of the great upsurge of the feelings of Srimati Radharani. He is only worshipable deity for the Paramhamsas, who have attained the highest stage of the fourth order, which is sannyas. May that Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Chaitanya, show us his great causeless mercy. Now see, there are two important confidential points mentioned here. Let us break this translation into a few points. So first is that by performing the sacrifice of Sankirtan Mahayagna, congregation chanting of the holy name, learned scholars of the age of Kali will worship Lord Krishna. This is how we worship Lord Krishna, who is now not blackish because of his great upsurge of feelings of Srimati Radharani. This is a hidden meaning. Why is he not black? He's yellowish in complexion, golden complexion basically. And being golden complexion, meaning his complexion is yellowish in color. Because this golden complexion is that of Radharani, molten gold. When you melt the gold, that gold color is Radharani's color. That's why he is so much absorbed in the feelings. It's upsurging, it's coming more and more in him that even his bodily complexion changes. Now, this point, stay with this point, because there are examples in the history of India where devotees also, in the Shastras, excuse me, Vedic Shastras, where devotees have gained the kind of complexion of their beloved. Many times it is noticed that husband and wife, over a period of time, they look like brother sisters. They look the same. Their face also changes. I don't know if it's too much love or too much understanding or too much fighting. It changes. It's there. They look brother sisters, over a period of time. So here, because of that attachment which Krishna, which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has for Krishna in the mood of Radharani, how Radharani loved Krishna, he has got the complexion which is of molten gold. Now, he is the only worshipable deity for the Paramahamsas who have attained the highest stage of the fourth order, sannyas. Now, from the Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, sannyas is the fourth order, highest stage you attain. Now, sannyas is one thing which you can take sannyas as living the family, or being in the family, you are sannyasi. That is sannyas in today's order, in the age of Kali. Sannyas is forbidden. That's why we see so many havocs happening in this world. But unless you get married, you not realize the pangs of married life, happiness and distress and fighting and non-fighting. Then you say, I don't want it. I've been sannyas. It's a different thing. But if you do not know, you're saying, oh, married life must be like this, and you go all these crazy things here and there. Destroy the whole sannyas order, This is a difficulty. So, it is only for those who are sannyasis. Could be sannyasis, grahastha sannyasis, vanaprastha sannyasis, or brahmachari sannyasis, who are detached, who are completely, they have given up material association. And may that Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Chaitanya, show us his great mercy. Then, so one who very vividly see his glowing complexion of molten gold, which dispels the darkness of ignorance. One can see very vividly his glowing complexion. The moment you see his glowing complexion, the mode of ignorance can be dispelled. The sinful living beings, the sinful life of living beings, which is resulting from the mode of ignorance. To destroy their ignorance, the sinful life, he has brought various weapons. So what weapons he has got? Krishna had his own weapon, Sudarshan Chakra. So what weapon Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has got? He's got weapons. What are those weapons? Such as his plenary associates, means his own plenary associates. So Krishna brought Mahavishnu with him. In fact, Mahavishnu, who requested Krishna to appear. Because he said, I can't see in Kali Yuga anybody would become devotee otherwise. There's no hope for this classes of people, this whole class of people. There is just no hope. So that is the reason why he brings his plenary associates, means quality like him. Not exactly, but somewhat there. Radharani also. Gadadhar Pandit is part of Radharani too. Gaur Gadadhar, they worship together. Then we got Balaram. That's Lord Nityananda. Advait Acharya. So, and then we've got Narad Muni. And Shrivas is with Narad Muni. So, these are his planetary associates. First, he comes with his associates, his weapons, associates, personal associates, then his devotees. They are also his weapons. All of us can become his weapons if we are sincere about ourselves, in our sadhana. How glorious it is to become weapon of Krishna. So no point in thinking that we've got Sudarshan Chakra who is a weapon of Krishna. He's a personality. Even we can be weapon of Krishna. All of us. In his mission, fulfilling his mission of Sankirtan. Congregational chanting of the holy name. Preaching it worldwide, wherever we are. Jara dako tare kaho Krishna Upadesh. Amar agnar guru ho na taro edesh. And then, what is the other weapon? The holy name. Most important. Now, what is the greatest ignorance? What are the activities of greatest ignorance? Give me some. What do you think are the activities of greatest ignorance? We think one who is doing obnoxious activities is greatest ignorance. Yes, of course they are. But anything that is opposed to bhakti, they are the activities of greatest ignorance. A different definition of greatest ignorance. Yes, when we teach to people, we say, I think against bhakti is, but, and these are to be known as sins, kalmasha. Excuse me. Raising his arms, chanting the holy name, and looking upon all with deep love. He drives away all sins and floods everyone with love of Godhead. So at some point in time, we also have to have that deep love when we see other living beings. Everybody is struggling. A preacher has to be unlimitedly merciful. Unlimitedly merciful. Otherwise, rascals, we are all rascals. We cannot tolerate if we have been corrected, or checked. We just walk away. So sometimes the devotee generally has to be very, very, very merciful. And this is not easy. It's very difficult to keep quiet and tolerate. Just as in the material world, in material life also, every person has to become tolerant. If that person wants to become at least sane, remain sane in his life or her life. Otherwise, there's constant fighting and bickering in material life. So if it is possible in material life, then try and remember these three things. That will help you. That will help all of us to be remain sane and peaceful in the material life. First is always say these three things. I'll say in Gujarati, then you help me to say in English and in Hindi and Marathi, okay? First is if something happens, chalse. Second is fause. And third thing is gamse. Okay. ये चलेगा क्या? हाँ चलेगा ना. कुछ प्रॉब्लम? डोंट फाइट अबाउट इट. आफ्टर सर्टेन एज जैसे ओके चलेगा चलेगा, नो प्रॉब्लम, चलो चलो. डैडी चलेगा क्या? हाँ हाँ चलेगा, चलो. यू नो समटाइम्स गोइंग टू गो, बट क्रैश यू मिनिमाइज इट. मुझे करना है, चलेगा चलेगा. फाव से आपको आपको जमेगा क्या? हाँ जमेगा ना, तुम चलो ना, जमेगा जमेगा, चलो जमेगा. इफ इसे नहीं जमेगा तो खत्म हो गया. देन द पर्सन से तुम मरो अकेला. इतना करता हूं मैं. जमेगा. हाँ तो चलेगा चलेगा. ये खाना चलेगा क्या? आज मैंने थोड़ा कम बनाया है. हाँ चलेगा ना, चलेगा. थैंक यू वेरी मच बनाया आपने. चलेगा. जमेगा, है ना. जमेगा. हाउ से. एंड गम से. हाँ अच्छा लगेगा ना, हाँ अच्छा लगेगा ना. अच्छा लगेगा. चलो चलो अच्छा लगेगा. चलते रहो. अच्छा लगेगा. These three things. Let's put it in English language now. Marathi language. What are the Marathi में? चालसे का क्या होगा मराठी का?
चालेल ना.
चालेल ना. हो चालेल ना. आई. चालेल कसं? हाँ चालेल ना. चालेल. काय हरज नाही. तू जा, तू कर, तुझं काम कर, चालेल. सेकंड इज फावशे. व्हॉट इज फावशे?
जमेल का.
तो जमेल का? हाँ जमेल ना. चिंता करू नका. जमेल जमेल. मी बरोबर आहे. मी नीट आहे. माझी चिंता करू नका. मैं बरोबर हूँ. मेरी चिंता मत करो. एंड थर्ड थिंग इज
ठीक आहे ना.
गमेगा. गमेगा. आवडेल का? हो आवडेल ना.
हा.
हो आवडेल आवडेल. नो प्रॉब्लेम. चलो. हाँ या चालसे, फावशे आणि गमसे. Remember these three words. In young age, you will not use these words. Moment you are, when the children get married, at that age, so before that you must start practicing these points. This you will use in your life throughout if you want to be happy. Because things keep changing all the time. Material world changes all the time. In English, what will happen now? For English audience, is it okay? Chalega na? Will it be all right? Yes, it's all right. All right. No problem. Is it all right for you? Yes, it's all good for you. All good, all good. Will you like it? Yes, I like it. It's all good. I like it. Remember this. And in preaching, as long as people are doing these preaching the activities properly, as per the mood of Guru Maharaj, use these three words. Is it okay? Huh? Okay, okay. Please continue. Don't worry. You're all good. Yeah. Enthusiasm. This is what Maharaj used to tell me. I used to go with plans. If you do this, Maharaj, wonderful, please do it. Other disciples would call me, "Hare man, whenever you speak to Maharaj," and then Maharaj would call others, they said, Maharaj becomes so happy. You tell me the secret. I said, I don't know what secret is. Maharaj tolerates me. It's not a question of my secret. But this is the point. So, with raised arms, chanting the holy name of the Lord, looking upon all living beings with very deep love. It may not, don't, I mean, imitate this. You may not get this. We may not get this. But we have to achieve this as much as possible. Even if one person we can show, it is better. He drives away all sins and floods everyone with love of Godhead. Chanting must go on. Preaching must go on. Problem. Prabhupada books must be read. This is the point. Very, very nice. Then, may that Supreme Personality of Godhead in the form of Sri Chaitanya, Sri Rupa Goswami writes, bestow his causeless mercy upon us. His smiling glance at once drives away all the bereavements of the world. And his very words enliven the auspicious creepers of devotion by expanding their leaves. Taking shelter of the lotus feet invokes transcendental love of God at once. So how do we take shelter of the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? How do we do this? By following Shikshastakam as much as we can. As you say, everyone says, no? Sananda Pisu Niche and become taller than a tree, humble than a blade of grass. Very hard. But to the extent we can do, we must do. So anyone who looks at his beautiful body, which has been described like this, or beautiful face, becomes freed from all sins and obtains a wealth. What is the wealth of all wealth? Love of God, loving Krishna. You see, in all other incarnations, the Lord descended with armies and weapons. But in this incarnation, his soldiers and are his plenary parts and associates. They also came for this only. And further I said, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is always the most worshipable deity of the demigods, including Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma, who came in the garb of ordinary men, bearing love for him. He instructs his own pure devotional service to his own devotees. Will he again be the object of my vision? See, understand, this is a very, again, this particular verse has got some hidden meanings. No? So let's break this down. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is always the most worshipable deity of the demigods, including Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma. Now, this first part. Who came in the garb of ordinary men? What do you mean by this? What do you understand by this? They all came in the garb of ordinary men. Garb meaning what? They have to become ordinary men. They could not come with their prowess. Lord Shiva is very powerful, so is Lord Brahma. They came as ordinary people in front of him to get this mercy from him. Why? Because he has appeared as Deen Dayal. Only for the common people he has come. Chant the holy name. Amar Agna, chant the holy name. You make people chant the holy name. Whose order? My order. Make people chant holy name. All the rascals, all this. When Mahaprabhu wanted to kill Jagai Madhai, Lord Nityananda Prabhu requested him, you come with a purpose. Don't forget the purpose, please. How many will you kill? You will kill all the living beings. Please, my Lord, don't do this. Bless them. He blessed them. They changed, became devotees. You see? So, at least we are not as bad as Jagai Madhai. We're somewhat. But the idea is this, that we have to find the Jagais and Madhais within our heart and constantly work to remove them. It is not going to happen immediately. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come specifically for people like us, for the age of Kali. He has not come for great sages. Of course, great sages benefited, no doubt, it's come for everybody, but specifically for people like us, people like fallen like us, Jagai Madhai, who have forgotten about Krishna, forgotten our relationship with him. Will he again become the object of my vision? Left with his question, he leaves, So these are a few verses which describes Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. How beautiful it is. We can speak only on this for so long, Oh, yeah. Now, I would like to jump a little and go into the point where how Mahaprabhu is love, which actually is Radharani's love for Krishna. So what is Radharani's love for Krishna is the love which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is for Krishna. You must understand this point. We understood this way that how he himself, his complexion changed from darkish to golden. Because Radharani's complexion is golden. And even in Srimad Bhagavatam, it is mentioned of description of Uddhava is given. Uddhava looked like Krishna because of his intense love for Krishna. Yeah. So there is a nice verse, So Krishnadas Kaviraj mentions this verse. Radhikara bhava murti prabhura antara. Sai bhava sukha dukha uthe nirantara. I'll repeat this again. Listen very carefully. Radhikara bhava murti prabhura antara. Sai bhava sukha dukha uthe nirantara. Now the first portion of the first line is this Radhikara bhava murti. So Radhikara means of Srimati Radharani. So Radhika Ara means of Srimati Radharani. Bhava murti. Bhav means emotion. The particular way in which a person is having a relationship with other person. Sometimes we say, no, I have got a special relationship with this person. I can tell him anything. Or somebody says I have a special person, a relationship. I'll be very careful with this person. You know? So different relations, we got also have emotions in our relationships, which we have acquired over a period of time. So Radhikar Bhava Murti. So of Radharani, Bhava Murti means the form of the emotions. Prabhura Antara. Prabhura means Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Antara means heart, in the heart, in the core of his heart. Sai bhava sukha dukha uthe nirantara. Sai bhava means that, say means that. This is Bengali language. Sai bhava, in that condition. Sai bhave, excuse me. Sai bhave, say means that, bhave means in that emotion, in that condition of that emotion. Sukha dukha, happiness and distress, both. Uthe means arise. Nirantara, constantly. See how beautiful it is. Says of Srimati Radharani, the form of the emotions of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the heart that in the condition, happiness and distress constantly. Means what? Translation: the heart of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the image of Radhika, Sri Radhika's emotions. Okay, I want us to meditate upon this point. So Radharani has certain emotions with which she loves Krishna. Highest of the emotions, top of the emotions. Nobody can have bigger emotions than hers. That's how she is created. This is what she is, not different from Krishna. So the image of her emotions is in the heart of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, right. So the heart of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the image of Sri Radhika's emotions. Thus, the feelings of pleasure and pain arise constantly therein. Now, understand this second point. What is this? So the pleasure of happiness and distress constantly arises same time. We think that Krishna's love means all is blissful. Of course, everything is blissful. But in the bliss, the happiness is also bliss and distress is also bliss. And in Radharani's heart, these two emotions, pleasure and pain, is constantly arising in the love for Krishna. She can't see Krishna, she's in pain. She sees Krishna, she's in pleasure. Seeing Krishna, she thinks she's going to lose Krishna, she's in pain. If you come to Vrindavan, we'll go to a place where Radha and Krishna, there's a lake which is made up of Radha and Krishna's tears. Many Babajis live there. When they thought they're going to separate from each other, they cried. So much so that the lake was made. Yeah. So there is always pleasure and pain. Now, when Sorry, there are some devotees here from beginners also. So that's okay. I've an intermediate also. I have to give certain references here. This pain and pleasure part exists even in Golok Vrindavan. If it exists in Radharani and Krishna when they manifested in Vrindavan, so it of course exists in Golok Vrindavan. It is mentioned in one of the deep scriptures that when a devotee reaches Golok Vrindavan, he reaches all different levels of planetary systems, higher planetary systems, heavenly planets, pleasures. He also then joins and goes to Vaikuntha planets. What are the pleasures there? From there, goes to Ayodhya, Lord Ram's Nagari, etc. Moves further, and then he moves into and reaches Golok Vrindavan. Now, the description given is that when he reaches Golok Vrindavan, he is a little confused because he sees everybody is distressed. They are in pain, not distressed. They are in pain. He sees a person crying, Krishna, Krishna. He's looking for him. He's like fish without water. A man. People, everything, activities are going on. Washing, cleaning, raising kids, taking care of the cows, farming. But everyone is like, Krishna, Krishna. Talking about Krishna, remembering about him, and there's some amount of distress. So this, for the devotee, he could not understand. He says, what is this? They were telling me this is the topmost. Is anything more beyond this? They can't believe this. He says he can't grapple because in Vaikuntha there's bliss. All this there, constant. There's no people are not crying there. Worship, opulent worship, all this is going on there. Krishna is there with his opulence in his Dwarka mood. As a king, Dwarkadish. He comes. He welcomed him. All was there. So if you need more, go here, more here. And he reaches here last, and he's saying, everybody is crying, Krishna. And where's Krishna? I couldn't find it. They're looking for him. Somebody's playing flute and saying Krishna, remembering. He's doing farming, saying Krishna. Everybody is doing Krishna, Krishna, pain. To the time he reaches, that evening time comes. And it's a time for him to come back from his forest with his cows. So everybody's standing there at the entrance of the forest with all the paraphernalia of worship. Because every single day it happens. Every single day it happens. Mother Yashoda, all the gopis, all the devotees, they are all worshipping Krishna. They're waiting for him to come. As soon as he comes there, first they see the clouds coming. There are sand clouds, Like you see in Vrindavan, also the sand is there, with the climate which is there. So when the hooves of the cows, when they're running and all, you got, the sand cloud happens. So they see the cloud. They say, yes. Suddenly they are now very happy. Yes. Excited to see this, Somebody is blowing conch shell. Yes, yes. So all this, then they see the clouds. And first they see the cows coming in. They're very excited about things. The cows are jubilant. They're running, they're finishing their duties. In the evening, they're coming to all the cows are jumping behind the cows. The cows are taking care of the cows. The cows are taking care of the calves. Giving milk, feeding milk, all this. Then a cowherd boys comes. All are welcomed with great jubilation every single day. And then Krishna comes with Balaram playing his flute, There is ecstasy, full jubilation, full festival atmosphere. Aarti, somebody doing the Aarti there. All this complete ecstasy is going on there. In the whole daytime, Krishna. Oh Krishna. Oh Krishna. Everything is going to fall down. Your heart is going to come out. This is how separation is. Golok Vrindavan. We're not talking about material world. And when Krishna comes, he comes and he sees and he sees this devotee. He reached Golok Vrindavan finally. Krishna sees, he hugs him. Everybody is worshipping Krishna, and then they are very careful with Krishna. They are very careful with him. They know something is going to happen now. He embraces him, and then he faints. He goes down on the ground. He falls on the ground. They all hurriedly catch him. He's on the ground. And everybody suddenly, Mother Yashoda is afraid. Nanda Maharaja are petrified. What happened to Krishna? The whole Vrindavan is completely distressed more. What happened to him? This person has come. Seeing him, Krishna fainted. What is going on here, Now what to do? What to do? We think that, okay, what to do? Chant Krishna's name. That's right. But if Krishna has fainted, what to do? And he's not coming back to consciousness. They're trying everything. Then Balaram comes and says, takes the hand of this devotee, says, come with me. This Gopa, he comes. So we reach there. He said, now you touch Krishna's hand and his body. So he goes there, he places his hand, and with his hand, he touches Krishna's body, caresses him, and Krishna comes to life. Now just imagine this. We have seen how Krishna can bring people to life, correct, in the material world. We have seen Lord Ram's foot and it transforms, Holika, all that. Sorry, what was the wife of the sage? What is the name? The stone becomes a woman. Sorry?
Ahilya.
Yeah.
Gautam.
Yeah, Gautam Rishi's wife. Yeah. So that happens in the material world. In the spiritual world, the devotee protects Krishna like this, brings him to life. He says, it comes to life, he says, catches hold of him and says, where have you been? Why? You tell me why it took so long. Again, they cry, everybody cries, they give nice place to sit, nice to sit, and it's a normal routine. To take care of him, then he comes back, he taking a shower, the routines for him. His food, eating, where does he sit, where does Balaram sit, with Nanda Maharaj, all this is mentioned, everything is clear cut. Then he sleeps. At no point in time does Mother Yashoda understands and accepts that Krishna has girlfriends, gopis. He says, no, doesn't happen. My Krishna is sleeping, but he goes up in the night. You see, so now the thing is this, that pleasure and pain, we discussed this point with Radhika Bhavamurti. So in the heart of Radharani, there's pleasure and pain. We discussed how in Golok Vrindavan also there's pleasure and pain. So, the heart of Lord Chaitanya is the image of Radhika's emotions. Thus feelings and pleasures and pain arise constantly therein. We'll take a second's break. Just give me a couple of minutes, please. Couple of seconds. Hare Krishna. Yeah, sorry. Hare Krishna. So Lord Chaitanya's heart was full of feelings of Srimati Radharani. And his appearance resembled hers. See, we discussed about how the appearance of Uddhava is like Krishna out of intense love. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance is like Radharani. Now Swarup Damodar, he is a very confidential servant of Lord Chaitanya. He knows some very personal aspects of Lord Chaitanya, which he only revealed. And Mahaprabhu revealed into him, he's one of the two, most of his feelings. So Sarup Damodar explained that his attitude as Radha Bhava Murti, that attitude of Radharani, one who engages in sense gratification. See, this explanation is given by Sarup Damodar Goswami Maharaj. So one who is engaged in sense gratification, material platform, can hardly understand Radha Bhav. But one who is freed from the demands of sense gratification can understand it. See, sense gratification doesn't request us. It's on demand which is made. Like we discussed in Nectar of Instruction, anger is demanding, demands things from you. So when we are freed from the demand of sense gratification, we can try to start understanding. Chanting becomes purified with it. So Radha Bhav must be understood from the Goswamis. Who are those? Those who have actually controlled their senses. From such authorities, authorized sources only, it is to be known that the attitude of Radharani, Srimati Radharani, is the highest perfection of conjugal love. There is nothing more than that. It's the end of it. Second, which is the highest of the 5 transcendental mellows, emotions. And it is a complete perfection of love for Krishna, love of Krishna. You see, we have discussed, we have sung some Gopi Geet also, sung the song sung by the gopis when Krishna left them. It is the heart of Bhagavatam. But there is a particular Geet, only of 10 songs, 10 stanzas, 10 verses of Radharani, Brahmar Geet. It is complete ecstasy of hers in separation of Krishna. It is very difficult to read that. Because the emotions which are mentioned there, explanations are not too much. But to understand the love, what a lover is loving another lover in anger but in love. Because Krishna left them. In separation but still love. How a fish is without water. That is that song which Radharani sings. Krishna willing, Guru Maharaj's mercy, if there's some opportune moment, we'll do that. It's a very different tune as well. It will not put in the meter. It's a very different meter. And I can tell you, if we can sing that, as the classical singers, they sing, especially the Indian classical music, So they say about conjugal love, the mood should come in, expression should come in. Everything is mentioned there. Absolutely everything of all kinds of emotions are given in that Geet. 10 verses. And Radharani's love is a complete perfection of love for Krishna, love of Krishna. And you cannot understand the bhav of Radharani unless you understand this Geet. And you cannot understand this Geet unless you go through the first canto onwards, step by step. And you cannot understand this first canto onwards unless before that you understand Bhagavad Gita. Before that, etc. So these transcendental affairs of Radha and Krishna can be understood on two platforms. First is called elevated platform. Second is understood as super elevated platform. Now, the loving affairs of Krishna, which is exhibits in Dwarka with goddesses of fortune, thousands of his wives, it is in the elevated platform. But the super elevated platform is reached when we try and understand the manifestations of the pastimes of Vrindavan. And this pastimes of Vrindavan, of love of Vrindavan, of love of gopis, especially Radharani, of Krishna in Bhav Vrindavan, that is the attitude of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Is constantly in that attitude. So as you see that Radha is constantly happy and distressed, happy, distressed. So is Mahaprabhu happy, distressed in separation. And that's why I said when we went to Gambhira, the last pastime, they do not allow you to go inside. You can feel it from above. It is a bhoiru. It is underground place, room, which is now sealed. Where even today it is said that you can see the blood of Mahaprabhu's forehead. He used to bang his head in that wall in Gambhira, in separation of Radharani, of Krishna. And he would run away at times. So devotees like Sarup Damodar and all who knew all those things, they were with him constantly. Not other devotees were not allowed to come there because they would misunderstand these things. He would sometimes come and embrace Sarup Damodar and cry on his shoulders, This separation of Krishna. He would speak things which people won't understand. But if you go to Gambhira, if you're very fortunate to go there, just stand up there and just chanting there few rounds, you will feel the presence, the intensity which Mahaprabhu felt in the expression of his love for Krishna. So, from the life of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, an intelligent person who's engaged in pure devotional service can understand that he always felt separation from Krishna within himself. There is no question he felt, I have achieved Krishna. So how can we say we have achieved Krishna? When Mahaprabhu has not achieved, his mood is not achieved Krishna in separation. So in that separation, he sometimes felt that he had found Krishna and he was enjoying the meeting with him. The significance of this separation and meeting is very specific. That should be understood, If someone who tries to understand the exalted position of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu without knowing this, he will surely misunderstand things. That's why we are very careful of discussing these points with the larger audience, Srila Prabhupada were very particular about this, not discussion. This is basic things would give and that's it, So one must become first, one becomes fully self-realized. Then the chanting itself will prove it to you. So everything falls around your Sankirtan. What is your Sankirtan? Your daily performing Mangal Arti. You're really performing Arti. You're really chanting your rounds. You really study of Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, small books, whatever books of Krishna. This is your emotions in it. There's an emotional bondage. Sorry, bonding, not bondage, excuse me. There's a bonding between a devotee and his devotional service. Unless we achieve that, it becomes monotonous. We must achieve this bonding. You cannot do without it. Krishna, let me finish my life. Before you take my life, I'll finish this point of today. Let me finish it by today, then you take my life in the evening. No problem. Please help me. So one is very attached to one's devotional service. The process one performs. This is at an intelligent platform. Emotions, yes, but it's not emotional exercise. It's highly intelligent exercise. There's complete detachment. So it's very specific. And one has to be very self-realized. Otherwise, one may misidentify the Lord as Nagar. It's another word, Nagar. Means one who enjoys the damsels of Raj. You will find in Vrindavan today also. People enjoying with women in Vrindavan and Raj. And thus committing the mistake of rasa, it's called rasa bhas. Means overlapping of understanding, or overlapping of understanding. Not understanding it correctly. This is Mahaprabhu. I wanted to cover one more part, but I think that will take a long time. Although I moved very, very fast, but I could not cover my third portion of discussion of today. But anyway, this was, I think, our time is there due to the fasting. We're going to finish the fast in about 20-25 minutes now. Sorry, in 20 minutes or so. So we should not delay it so much. I think we should stop here with this. I think there's enough information. More than that, I'll commit an offense, It's beyond my capacity. These emotions, all these things are beyond my understanding. It's very hard for me. Please excuse me. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai. Shri Gaura Purnima Mahotsav ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Gurudev ki jai. Shri Ananta Koti Vaishnavinda ki jai. Jai God and the Premanand. Hari Hari Bol. Okay. Now, anyone wants to say anything, please feel free. We've got about 15 minutes to go. I've kept for that reason. Or I'll make it very easy, for the leaders. Tell us one thing which you picked up and which you will try and implement in your life from today onward. All leaders should say. Please start. Otherwise, no one will speak,
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you very
Yes,
much
Mother.
for your nice class, Prabhuji. It's very nice opportunity to listen about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The nice point, Prabhuji, that how to remain the same. You said in three things in our Marathi, Hindi, and Gujarati language as well. That we have. It means like we have to let it go everything, and then apparently like we will remain the same. So there is no chinta.
Mentally, you'll be at peace.
Yes, there is no
Health and good
chinta.
order.
Yeah. So mentally we'll be the peace, and then we are ready to do our bhakti. So it's not that easy to implement with our material life and all, because there is always attachment to so many things. But this is the nice instruction from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that if we let it go, like these three things, then they definitely will achieve our goal, and we'll try to do this. It's not easy, but we'll try to follow this
Yeah,
instruction.
it's not by Mahaprabhu. It is what I've said, my realization there.
Oh,
Yeah, it is not Mahaprabhu. Yeah,
that is a good point, Prabhuji. Yeah.
the Gujarati point. Yeah.
Mm.
Hashe, chalse, pause, gamse. Chalse, gamse. Maharaj used to say the same thing. Maharaj said, don't worry about it. Forget about it. Maharaj would say this way, forget about it. But yeah, this is my mother would say this. She has taught me this point. Pause, chalse, pause, gamse. After a certain age, it becomes very valuable. Not at this age. Right now, you have to do things. Asakar, tasakar. It has happened like this. This is now the time. Once they grow up, they have got the family. Then when you are dwindling, you need to require time for yourself. This is chalse. पाव से, गम से. चालेल, जमेल, आवडेल. चलेगा, अच्छा लगेगा, सब होगा, ठीक है. All good. Yeah.
Thank you,
Okay.
Prabhuji.
Thank you, Hare Krishna. Yes. Others, please. Let it this only for leaders, please. Please excuse me. Then we'll come to. Okay. The one thing we should implement in your life. There should be tangible implementation. If nothing, just say, I have not done anything, I'm not going to implement anything. No problem. It's work in progress. If I say that, everybody will say it's work in progress. But what is the work in progress? That's important to be said.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you for your very nice and very deep class.
No,
Yeah, it was very very deep actually. So what I would take from today's class is that improve my chanting, reading, studying, and be very more particular about all this process so that I can just progress in my bhakti. And because as you said that love of God is the wealth, so that is the goal to achieve. It's very far away for me, but I would like to work on that. So, and also the other thing which Namrata Mataji shared, Chalshe, Paushe, Gamse. Yeah, that is very practical actually.
very practical.
Because, yes, because in my age, I'm doing it all the time.
Yes, correct. Your age is perfect for implementing this.
Yes, Prabhuji, we have to be like that, because otherwise there will be a lot of friction in the other's
Bilkul.
life.
Absolutely right.
So
Absolutely.
we have to, yes. So practically, it's very practical, and I have to do it all the time.
आपको चलेगा ना माँ? हाँ चलेगा ना, चलेगा. अच्छा लगेगा ना? हाँ अच्छा लगेगा ना, अच्छा लगता है. अच्छा लगता है. थोड़ा एडजस्ट करना पड़ेगा. हाँ कोई एडजस्टमेंट नहीं है, सब ठीक है. चलो चलो. हरे कृष्ण.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
हरे बोल. हरे कृष्ण.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Thank you very much. I've been on and off my internet giving me issues, and so thank you for the nice class realizations, different level, different uh, realizations. So my take from this is that Mahaprabhu manifested with only one weapon, Hare Krishna. That's it in this age, and I think that's the weapon everybody can use if they realize that how powerful this weapon is. So that's my take, Prabhu. I'll keep trying. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you very much for your nice class. It was very enlightening, and get to know more about the mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And as you said, that the Radharani's mood at the same time is pleasure and pain. The point that Avinash Prabhu also mentioned, that I was thinking about it, that what weapons Chaitanya Mahaprabhu have. When you talked about the Astra, And the good point that you mentioned, that we all have to become the astra. We all have to become the weapon of Mahaprabhu, preaching and spreading the holy name of the Lord. And the second point was your daily sadhana routine. How important is that to keep us focused? Um, yeah, because it's very easy to deviate, very easy to distract. But even a small book, as you said, Prabhuji, that any book doesn't matter. If we read it every day, of Srila Prabhupada's books, that just ground us and makes purify our chanting. That's what I like. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you for your nice class.
Srila Gurudev ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for a very nice class. So many things, I always feel like when I listen to these classes, then I feel like there's a U-turn always. There is some thought process that is going in one direction, and then you think, no, actually you're supposed to go in the other direction. So for me, the take in this was, the main thing was, how you're describing how the Vrindavan Vasis, how they are have the anxiety about Krishna. So I feel like our position when we are in the process initially is always we go with our own issues to Krishna, and that is wrong actually. So I felt that gave me an insight of how actually a pure devotee should be. Should not be thinking about oneself or one's austerity, but thinking about Krishna, and how it is a complete mind shift. And thank you very much for sharing that, because it gives a glimpse of how we should be aspiring to think. So that was really like, it hit me very much today. And the second thing that also hit me is when you mentioned about Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saying that he's also not achieved Krishna Prem. So just to show us, but that thought was
separation, love and separation. He has not achieved Krishna. Yeah.
So I feel like there's just that thought it's just amazing, because I feel it will help me not to be complacent in my thinking. Sometimes you do your devotional service and you think, oh yes, I'm doing all right. So I feel like this will give a nice check, no, I'm not all right. So thank you very much, Hare Krishna.
Thank you. It was for my benefit. It's not for anybody's benefit.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. That's what I just realized. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Srila Gurudev ki jai.
Hare Krishna, Ambarisa Prabhuji. Thank you very much for very nice class. I think some of those points are quite too high for me to understand some of them, but yeah, I think I heard this first time, many things. So thanks for actually sharing all those realizations. So what takeaway point for me was actually where you mentioned that all the demigods, they also wanted to worship Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and they actually appeared as ordinary people in front of him. So that was, I thought is quite an interesting point. And because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared to just uplift the common people, patit people. So they also came as a very ordinary people in front of him. So what I realized probably is if you really want to actually receive the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then we have to also give up, all our attachments and all our ego and all that, unless, you surrender as a totally dependent on Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I think we're not going to get that actually mercy. So I think that's what I realized, Prabhuji. And as the other devotees also share that point about the weapons, so I never thought like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I use any weapon. So actually, he always, preached the actually chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, but he actually came with his eternal associates, his expansions. So they are actually their weapons. So yes, Prabhuji, it's a new point, what I learned. And as a preaching, for a preacher, I think it's very important that I think if you want to become a part of the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission, then you're totally, reliant on his mercy. So, yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you very much. It was a very nice class. A lot of the points have been covered by all the devotees. I'd just like to say one thing that I learned. It was a very nice, comprehensive discourse. The verse that you quoted in the beginning of Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila, I think 3.52. So there it was also, so that this verse was quoted in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 11. So again, I mean, in the translation, it was said that the complexion is not black. And then I think Sri Jiva Goswami then in his commentary said that the golden color was, in fact, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was this, incarnation at the age of Kali. And then you mentioned that the four things where the Lord is accompanied by his associates, by his weapons, servants, and confidential companions. So the Lord always comes with his paraphernalia. And as Sanjay Prabhu mentioned as well, that the weapons that, we have to become weapons of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And we want to, our goal of life is to go back to Godhead, but also to partake in those pastimes. And, that is the success of our devotional service, is being a part of that. So thank you very much. That was one point that I took away.
Yeah. So if everybody wants to become part of the Leelas, of Krishna, but you have a chance to preach. That's what we're doing. We encourage everybody to do preach. And how will you partake if you're with Krishna? So particular you will be about things, right? That's what you should do in preaching. Simple as. But I wanted to know. Now, many of you said what you liked. I don't know what. That's not my interest. Nothing to like in what I say. For my benefit, so far, praise to him. But what will it take in your life to implement from this discussion? That is my interest. As a servant, So anyway, it's up to you. You all have said what you want to say. You have taken what you want to take. Some of you said what you will implement. That was my question. And that is my interest as a servant. Okay, anyway, thank you very much. So we'll hear now others, those who have heard the program from the beginners intermediate level. I don't know, Dori I think you came a bit later on, right? You have not heard the whole program.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yes, sorry, Prabhuji. I was thinking to join at 6 o'clock of Brisbane time, but I'm sorry, I forgot about that.
Well,
And then I
when
was at
you
work.
promised, yeah, that's okay. You had promised.
No, I was at work, Prabhuji. I was picking up children, and as soon as I came home, and then I joined because he called me.
I know.
But
I
I
asked
was
him to call
in,
him.
yeah.
I asked him to call
But
you. He should have called
yes,
you on his
Prabhuji,
own.
he called me.
He should have called you on his own. All you people cannot tell your
Yeah,
wives.
if he would have
You
called me
take
at
my
3
name.
o'clock, I would have joined from that.
Ambarisa asked me to tell you, so I'm telling you this. You don't have guts to speak to your wife. You're like this. I'm always a bad man.
Thank you.
No matter how
Yes,
good
thank
I
you,
am,
Prabhuji.
I'm always a bad man in other person's story. They always say, don't do this. Ambarisa will come. Then I'm some Gabbar Singh, sleep properly, otherwise Gabbar Singh aa jayega. Doodh pilawana Gabbar Singh aa jayega. Ambarisa will come. You all do this. I know. Children is not listening to you. Ambarisa is going to come. Oh, a demon coming.
Yes.
It's up to
Thank
you.
you
I'm
very
doing
much,
my best.
Prabhuji. Yes.
Once I'm gone, then you have to find some other Ambarisa. Remember this point. And that's what it is. Nothing else. Okay, anyway, thank you, Hare Krishna. What about other devotees now? Those who are
Hare Krishna.
listen for now? Yeah. Yes, please. we have to be very, very quickly now. We have breakfast time has come here. We're gone past breakfast time. So please. Want to say anything from the beginners? I think Srishti Mataji is here. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you for sharing uh, this class, and this was the first time that I attended this kind of session where this is a very high level. I think I have never think about this about Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Don't think. Just stand. You don't know. Even I
The
don't think. I can't think. Yes.
Yeah, the thing which I'm going to practice is the tolerance. You mentioned that we need to learn how to be silent in some of the situations where you can tolerate, and that is how you can improve yourself in preaching. So tolerance is one of the most important thing which you mentioned about Trinada Pishunichena. So this is what I learned.
Thank you very much, Mother. Hare Krishna. Very nice for you to attend the program. It's a working day, midday. I don't know how you do it, but you've done it. Very nice. Hare Krishna. Okay. Are we done? Everything is done now. Everybody's completed. Okay. Now, last thing. Anyone wants to say anything? I'll wait for 10 more seconds. If you want to say anything, please feel free. If you want to add something, delete something, what I said, you can erase from the memory. That's no problem. All I've said is in Prabhupada's book. So credit goes 100% to Srila Prabhupada for everything. All glory to him. Okay? All right. Thank you very much. We'll conclude today's discussion. Jai. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki Jai. Shri Gaura Purnima Mahotsav ki Jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Srila Gurudev ki Jai. Jai Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki Jai. Shri Ananta Koti Vaishnavinda ki Jai. Sintai Gauchanda Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasad Bhutale Srimati Mahavishnu Goswami Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasad Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaurvani Prasad Nidhi Sesh Punyari Prasad Vishnu. My suggestion is, if you feel like, you must listen to this class again. Okay? That's why it's recorded. Don't do it and forget it. Okay? It will be beneficial for me and for all of us. You know? Thank you very much. And please break your fast. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Thank you for your association.
Thank you,
Hare
Thank you,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Hare Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.